Hey there, CJ students, and welcome back to Cura Personalis. So far you should already have slides 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 complete. Today we're just going to actually talk about Cura Personalis. Why are we actually here? In the bottom, I translated Cura Personalis. It's a Latin phrase that means care for the entire person. So what does care for the whole person mean to you? Why do you think we ask you to reflect on who you are as a whole person? So you're going to type right in here. To me, Cura Personalis is. And again, this is your own kind of definition. Why do you think we do it? What do you think caring for the whole person is? Why do you think it's important? So I said, I think Cura Personalis is meant to emphasize that I'm more than just a student or an athlete or an artist. I think it's important to care for my entire mind, body, and spirit, right? You're not just a test grade. You're not just the last bucket that you made on the basketball court or the last drawing that you made or the last cooking dish that you made. You are an entire person. We want to develop that full person, all right? So you're done with slide 8. Slide 9. You don't have anything to do, but here's where we're actually going to start to talk about the grad at grad. So nothing to add on slide 9. Slide 10, our first grad at grad, open to growth. So on this side, this is how CGA defines open to growth. You have 3 levels. Your first level is what we want you to demonstrate. This is kind of like what we hope you to do in like 3rd through 5th, maybe 6th grade, right? Try new lessons. Delayed gratification, right? Putting off what you want right now for something greater later on. Showing grit, right? And then we hope you strive to, hopefully in 7th and 8th grade and maybe as a graduate, recognize how much you have to learn from listening to peers. And then as a graduate and even an adult, we hope you aspire to be open to encounter ideas and persons that are different from you, reflect, learn, and grow from those encounters, and begin to understand the interaction and interdependence among all things. So what you're going to do is you're going to go over here and you're going to rate yourself. So for instance, I gave myself a 6, 1 to 10, right? 1 being I don't do it, 10 being I've mastered it. I gave myself a 6. And then you're going to say something that you do well in open to growth. I said, I am always willing to listen to my students on what ideas they have to make CGA better, right? That's that listening, right? I'm hopefully striving to listen carefully to my peers, right? And then I go on, and something that I want to work on to open to growth is I really need to educate myself on people who are different from me and learn more about cultures, right? That's that whole aspiring thing. So try to be specific. Don't be like, oh, that one time I tried broccoli, or oh, that one time that I did that one thing for a classmate, right? But try and really kind of dig into that, right? So that's slide 10. And after you're done with slide 10, you're going to go on to slide 11 today, all right? And this is all about loving, all right? So again, that first phase, it's like, okay, I include people, I appreciate and respect my teachers and adults, I help make the classroom a safe space, right? That's like the basic level stuff. Then if you go up, hopefully, and when you're older and striving as a 7th, 8th grader, and maybe even graduate, all right, you're saying, hey, I've got true friendships that involve trust. I recognize my own prejudices and stereotypes, right? Accepting people for who they are, that's an ultimate sign of love, right? Appreciate the importance of empathy, putting themselves in the shoes of another, right? That's a tough thing to do, right? And then as you graduate and you're an adult, we hope you say, hey, I will accept myself unconditionally, loved by God and others the same, and recognize the true service of others is selflessness, right? It's not always about you, but to selflessly give yourself and give love to others, right? So you rate yourself on a 1 to 10. Right now, I'm going to rate myself a 7, right? Something I do well in loving is that I do my best to show empathy and recognize my own personal prejudices that I may have in my own life, right? And something I want to work on is I want to be more selfless, right? Try to give love without expecting anything in return. So you notice these don't have to be super long. These are 1 sentence, right? Just if you've made them more than 1 sentence, that's too much. We want to ask you questions. We want to make this part of your presentation a conversation, all right? So that's all you're doing today, and then we will pick up on Monday with more slides, but you're basically a little bit more than halfway through your presentation now if you do slides 8 through 11 today.